Welcome back. Welcome back. Your man Diamond K in here, of course. The Diamond K Show on Fire TV. And I knew that it was coming. I knew that an apology was going to surface at some point in time. The much embattled Sean Diddy Combs has issued an apology. Oh, and he's trying to look. He's trying to get all this sympathy on him. And I see a lot of folks falling for it. Not everybody. I see a lot of folks falling for it. He said all the buzzwords. I'm going to therapy, blah, blah, blah. But this apology that Diddy issued earlier today, it rings hollow to me. It rings hollow to me. Now, of course, he said he's not asking for forgiveness. This is really something, a publicity stunt that he has done for himself, right? For himself. I thought that, I will say this, he's speaking directly to the camera at times, and he's looking away at times. And, he's trying to come off believable. But do we believe him? Do we believe him? No. He did admit to the obvious, which is he beat Cassie. All right. Okay. Thank you, Captain Obvious. We saw that you beat Cassie. We saw that. And then he tried to do, he was at his low moment. An abuser trying to gain sympathy from the public. And why? He never once said, I'm apologizing to Cassie. I'm not, it did not have, and I don't know what PR department consulted him on this. Oh, because it was a PR thing. He didn't put this together himself. He doesn't even speak that well. He don't even use those kind of words unless somebody has helped him along the way come up with that. Yeah, so I'm not believing his apology. Now, he did not ask for my forgiveness, right? He didn't ask for your forgiveness. On Instagram, he's saying that he's only sorry that the video came out. Yes, I agree with that. He is only sorry that the video came out because it is way past 2016. Miss Carol says, oh my God, it's been a long time, boss. Glad to see you're still going strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. On Instagram, they're saying that this is simply damage control. Yes, damage control. Takia is saying that she thinks that he's sorry he got caught. She continues saying that he was denying it before there was proof. Absolutely, he was denying it. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. He was denying it. He was acting like we was crazy. How could we ever believe? How could we ever believe that he would do something like this? That's the energy that he was putting out there. Till the video came out. Till the video came out. And we have a lot of Diddy supporters. You know what I mean? Only God can judge you. Blah 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 blah. All that kind of stuff. And that's what he wants. Don't feed into that. Don't feed into this sympathy card that Sean Diddy Combs is trying to lay down. Do not feed into his foolishness. Because that's what it is, foolishness. All right, so some of you may or may have not heard his apology.
You gotta do that.
Let's go to this.
I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility.
I mean, come on, you're making excuses now.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, to go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
All right, so that was the apology that that Diddy issued. Trying to be a better man every day. Blah blah blah. I mean, I read on Instagram somebody in the comments said that he actually made it worse. I don't know if he made it worse, but he's definitely showing that he is just trying to clean up the spill on aisle 4. Never even apologized to her. Never even said her name. And this rehearsed apology. Oh yeah, that was rehearsed. He practiced that. He practiced that. And I don't think he did a good job. I don't think he did a good job. I don't think he did a good job. We seen him in a couple acting things, and he didn't act good then, and he didn't act good there. If somebody had assaulted your sister, your mother, your cousin, and they gave that apology, would you believe them? Would you believe them? If somebody, or if it was you, ladies out there, if a man savagely beat you, because that's what that was. That was a savage beating. Would you accept that apology? Right? In Instagram is saying, can't clean it up. What is 8 years old, $30 million late? Okay. All right. Got you. Let me see what else. Takia Carroll saying, he said that he was in a dark place in his younger life. Like, sir, you was still like 40 something. Absolutely. Absolutely. He was a grown man. He was a grown man. Oh, I love this one. On Instagram, she's saying that he is a classic manipulator. He better pray no man lays hands on his daughters. Oh, because if somebody did this to his daughters, he would be so, you know what I mean? All in his feelings. Also on Instagram is saying that I think he acted as his own PR. Then had a nerve to say that he isn't asking for forgiveness. She's absolutely right. She delivers a public and private apology. Also, he's saying that I believe that he has mental illness and multiple personalities. All right. Now, I don't know if anybody picked up on the fact that he tried to say that he's getting help. I guess he's trying to say that he's got some addictions, which are probably true. He's going to probably try to say he was drunk, he was high, he was everything. Anything that you can come up with. All right, anything you can come up with. The key also says that he abused that girl before, Kim Porter. We're talking about Kim Porter, his kid's mother. And definitely Garnett, I'm sorry. Thomas is saying if Cap was a person. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes, you are absolutely right. That apology was all Cap. All Cap. Right? All of it. All of it. And here's the thing. He may have mental illness. Okay, so what? That you still put your hands on that lady. And your ex-girlfriend, right? Beat her like she was just somebody in the street. Cleveland's baby girl on Instagram says, when did they create rehab for beating women? Oh my God, I love that. I don't know. This is a rehab I don't know about. right? He's trying to hint towards he's in rehab for substance abuse. That's probably what he's talking about. But there ain't no rehab for the abuser. Or is it? Is it? I don't know. Yeah, maybe there is a rehab for abusers. I know that there is a rehab for substance abuse. There's rehab for anger issues, and maybe he's talking about he's in rehab for the underlying issues that caused him to beat women. Oh, because here's the thing: Cassie ain't the only person that he did this to. Cassie is not the only person that he did this to. The way that he beat Cassie on that surveillance video, it has all of the leanings of a serial abuser. This is why I know just one time. Oh, he's trying to let us think. And here's why I think one of the viewers said that he's making it worse. He's trying to lead you and me to think this was a one-time thing. He was in a dark place and he just snapped. So let's look at some of the dark places that he's been in that we've known about, right? When Biggie died, that was a dark place. When Shine took that charge, that was a dark place. So did he beat Jennifer Lopez? Did he beat Kim Porter? These are women that he was dating at those times in his life. These are dark moments. These were public dark moments that we know about, right? On Instagram, Cleveland's baby girl says that you can tell he hates women. It seems like it. It seems like it. Now, we've all seen that video, and I don't know anybody who condones that behavior. I don't know anybody that condones that behavior, right? But did Diddy give his apologists, his supporters, did Diddy give them enough that he can cling on to? Did they? I don't know. But he tried it. He tried to give them just enough of a branch that he could cling on to try to act like he's sorry. Tried it. So Diddy's former bodyguard says that Diddy was beating on Cassie, says he was beating on Kim Porter and many other women. This is a former bodyguard of Diddy. Absolutely. Cleveland's baby girl on Instagram is saying that Diddy made the situation about himself. Because that's what he does. Now, I usually don't agree with Suge Knight, but that's why Suge Knight was saying he's all in the videos, all on the songs, trying to make his artist songs about him. That's just who Diddy is. Tries to make everything about him. Even an apology that should have been centered and directed to Cassie, he makes it about himself. Because this is a PR stunt. This is a public relations stunt. His apology is. That's the apology of somebody like, oh, I'm messing up my brand. I need to try to clean up my brand. That was one of those apologies. And it was whack. It was whack. I don't believe it. I don't accept it. I don't think she accepts it either, Cassie. You know, she took the money, but she don't accept his apology. Takia on Facebook is saying, remember, everyone in the industry knew who he really was, and they just now speaking about it because he honestly was more powerful and influential back then. So she's talking about back in the 90s. Diddy was more powerful and influential. On the music, I mean, as far as his impact on the music, it was larger in the 90s. That's true. But he's made a lot of investments and partnerships, and he's turned that into a lot of money, and he used that music influence to do that. Right? So is he more powerful now that he has more money? I think he's more powerful now that he's got that billion than he was back then. Even though he had more songs playing in the 90s, what he has parlayed that success into, I think he's more influential now. He's more influential now. One big difference between the 90s and now is this stuff is instant. Back in the day, we had to wait 30 days, see a magazine. Maybe you hear it on the radio. Maybe you missed it and somebody's telling you about it secondhand. The information I'm talking about. But information now, instant information, instant access. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. So Diddy trying to clean things up. And I was talking about the bodyguard, the former bodyguard. And so the former bodyguard is saying, this is Diddy's former bodyguard that says Diddy was beating on Cassie, beating on Kim Porter, and many other women. He says that, I guess you sorry and was at rock bottom for years and years because you was whipping not only her, Kim, and others too. Let's reflect. Harlem to Hollywood soon come. All right. So that is a former employee of Diddy who has constantly accused him, Diddy, of abuse, and he is on social media at Real Roger Bonds, Real Roger Bonds, and he is accusing Diddy of beating more than just Cassie, and that's why I said that Diddy could be making things worse. And there was a viewer that also said that. Here's why: because you put this out there as if that was a low moment, which it was, but that was a low moment, and that was a momentary lapse of judgment. But if it is true what former employees are saying and other folks that know him, that wasn't no momentary lapse in judgment. That's who he is. That's who Diddy is. All of these years, we've been dancing to music stamped by this guy for years and years. And it turns out that he's a piece of crap. Still does not mean that the songs aren't good, but I know that there are a lot of people who was in the studio with him, in the parties. They really under pressure right now. It's a lot of people that had their arm around Diddy, literally and figuratively. I want to hear what those people got to say. They're going to be quiet now. Takia says that she feels like he isn't because a lot of people are more brave and speak their mind more in this new generation. All right, that's true. She also says, why didn't he just let his PR team handle it? Why did he have to speak on it, not his team? Usually PR does the cleanup. That's true. I don't think any PR wanted to mess with it. But I also think that he probably was advised by someone, but I think that the statement was written. That's what I'm saying. Statement was written. And of course, if he had an attorney or a PR person come out and speak on his behalf, he probably is thinking it wouldn't seem as authentic, but it didn't seem authentic anyway. But I'm just saying, Diddy, somebody said on Instagram that he was a master manipulator. This is what a manipulative person would do. And he's a narcissist. And I hate to use that word because I think that it's overused. But this is so classic. He's definitely that. So he wanted to be the one to do it because he thought that he's the only one that could convince people. His ego, his pride and his ego. He thinks that he's smarter than everybody else. He thinks that. That's what he thinks. He thinks he's smarter than us. He thinks that he can convince us of anything. And so that's why he didn't have a PR team do it. He had a PR team help him put it together, though. He had a PR team help him put it together. Boy's mom, 1204 on Instagram says, classic narcissist. Absolutely. Like, this is what you call the textbook example. The textbook example is what Diddy is. And so nobody's believing his apology. At least I haven't seen. I've seen people make excuses for him, right? But as far as the Diddy, all in the videos, the parties, it's over. Legacy smashed. Smashed in the trash. The legacy. We already knew he couldn't rap, right? We gave him a pass for that because it was the lifestyle. He was selling the lifestyle. And now that we have uncovered and seen the reality of the lifestyle, the toxic lifestyle that Sean Diddy Combs has been selling to the hip hop community, it is repulsive. We have been buying into this lifestyle, and now the truth of it has been uncovered, and many people have known it and have turned the other cheek because of how it benefited them. Many others, and I commend those folks, saw through Diddy early. I didn't see through him early. I didn't see through it early, but I see it clearly now. Boy's mom, 1204 on Instagram is saying that I'm curious what was going on behind closed doors with Young Miami. I think we're going to find that out. I think that's an excellent question there. Carisha, what? It's just a matter of time before she starts speaking. If you remember those young ladies, the two pretty girls that R. Kelly had on his arm towards the end, and they were making excuses. No. He did that to other people, but not to us. And then later on, towards the end, it comes out, he was doing stuff to them. And I think that Young Miami's going to be the same way. She's been holding them down, going above and beyond. You remember she was holding the sign up at the award show, and all that. Maybe it was the BET Awards, I think it was, or Hip Hop Awards, one of those. And she was just going out of her way. Now, he's had kids on her and all that kind of stuff while he was dating her. And I think that it's going to come out. It's going to come out because he wasn't just doing this to Cassie. This was the only time. J-Lo, you're welcome to come on the show and talk about it. There's people that know stuff. And it's going to start coming out. We talked about the DA yesterday in Los Angeles. And they put that invitation out there for people that know something, people that may have been victims, to talk to them, because this 2016 attack. This 2016 attack. We need to take alleged off of that because Diddy has admitted to it now. But this 2016 attack has reached the statute of limitations, which means that they can't criminally charge him, right? Which is why it was a civil case, okay? And a lot of folks were trying to make excuses. These are the conspiracy theories. Oh, why they trying to take a black man down? This black man did it to himself. Did it to himself. On Instagram is saying that I guess he didn't make it. Oh my God. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. So people are putting out their thoughts on it, and I think it's over. I think it's over. Right? Start throwing God in there randomly. Playing what I call the religion card. That's why he waited until Sunday, because he wanted to play the religion card. Yeah, trying to get right with God. He sounds like a damn liar. That's because he's been lying. He's been lying to us all this time. His image was a lie. Right now, there's a lot of people that has been speaking about this guy for many, many years from the music standpoint. But we didn't know 20 years ago that he was beating women. We didn't know that. Come on now. We knew he had some shaky contracts. We knew that he was partying really, really hard. We knew that, but we didn't know this. We didn't know this. And if we knew this, he would have been thrown to the curb. Just tuning in, it's your man Dom McKay, the Dom McKay Show on Fire TV. We are talking about this apology that Diddy put out there today. He waited today, Sunday, to put an apology out in reference to the video from 2016 that CNN obtained that showed him whooping on Cassie. Whooping on Cassie. His girlfriend at the time, now his ex-girlfriend. But let's if you have not heard the video, let's
it's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Yeah, so that was Diddy apologizing. And I was talking about supporters of Diddy, right? And he does have supporters. He does have folks out there that are believing this presentation. That's what I'm calling it, a presentation. It's a presentation. But Imani on Instagram, Imani_made woman says that it's not for us to judge if a man is sincere. He's apologized. At this point, it's between him and God. We can judge the actions all day, but we can't judge the heart of a person. I pray he's delivered from whatever strongholds has him bound. Now, see, here's the thing. That's the type of response that Diddy wants. Imani_made woman on Instagram is buying the trash that Diddy's putting out there. She bought it hook, line, and sinker. That's the type of response that he wants. Peter Thomas from Real Housewives says that you're asking for forgiveness. Make it right with God. Make it right with the person who you victimized, and with all your resources, start a program which provides a safe space for them. Well, that is Peter Thomas of Real Housewives. This is a support. He's a supporter of Diddy. I've seen him speaking in support of Diddy even after the allegations came out. On Instagram, Boy's Mom 1204 is saying, how will this affect his kids? Oh, it's definitely going to affect his kids, Diddy's kids, because they're going to be walking around and kids naturally, your daddy beat seeing your daddy beat the woman on video. It's definitely going to affect the kids. It's definitely going to affect the kids. Now, if you're talking about King Combs, I don't think we're going to see another King Combs diss now. It depends on what kids you're talking about. You're talking about the girls, you're talking about the boys. Now, Mace is going to have a field day with this. 50 Cent's going to have a field day with this. Underscore Fields 867 on Instagram says that ain't a soul on this post perfect. Only God can be the judge. This man is saying he's sorry, and we have all seen worse. So as you can see, some folks are believing the Diddy apology. Some folks are believing it. Some folks are accepting it. They doing the only God can judge me thing, and don't. So we ain't supposed to have no opinion. No, Diddy. If he felt like some of you are saying, he wouldn't have made a public apology. If only God can judge him, why you need to make a public apology, right? No, he knows. Diddy knows that he has to get the public some type of thoughts on this. Miss Anita Wilson on Instagram says, sorry to who? Say her name. It's Cassie. What about all the other times and all the other women and men you abused? Would you be sorry if this video wasn't released? Of course not. You've denied it even happened. This is a weak attempt to gain sympathy, and whoever falls for it is as much of a clown as you are. Goodbye, Sean, she said. I love that response. And she's right. He's only sorry because we know about it and we have now concrete proof. C Beauty #1 on Instagram says that he's apologizing because he got caught. But calling victims liars when there was no proof shows your true character and feelings. If you're truly sorry, repent and hold yourself accountable. She's right. She's right. Now, I agree with these statements. Now, of course, there's some people like, somebody say they're sorry, you got to take them at their word. Yeah, that doesn't apply in every situation. That doesn't apply in every situation. It definitely does not apply in this situation. LV Witherspoon on Instagram says, a lot of men apologize just like this, only to turn around and do it all over again. Nah, bruh. Talk to God, not us. I agree with that. So to me, it's seeming like it's half and half. Singer Kelly Price said that it is my sincere prayer that the power of the Holy Ghost overtake you so that you not only have a change of heart, but a change of mind and a change of direction. I have seen you at your best and at your worst. I know what you're capable of being when you were at your best, despite the seductions of the industry. This is Kelly Price talking. I want to see you, and I want to see you soon to create this in the beautiful business, but I need you to pray and I need you to receive from the Most High. I need for those prayers to take place sincerely. See, this is the type of stuff that is dangerous. See, because Kelly Price, I understand she's into the church, and what he's trying to do, Diddy, is manipulate people into this church card. It is Sunday, right? And some true believers hear the buzzwords that Diddy's putting out there, and they're picking it up because they're true believers. So then they assume that this wolf in sheep's clothing is also a believer. He is not. He is a manipulator. Can't believe the stuff he's saying. But Kelly Price here is believing the stuff that Diddy's saying. She's taking him at his word. Part of the problem, that's been far too long part of the problem. Diddy's a liar. And yes, some people can say, but when he said he's sorry, what are we supposed to do? Cut him off, right? He said what he said. Okay, right, whatever. Never once apologizing, because you need to publicly apologize. Publicly apologize. Official _ CJ saying brainwash. Yes. Sadly, Kelly Price, talented singer, but she's believing the hype. She's believing the Diddy lies. She's believing the Diddy lies. And yes, you made known who he is, and he may did some production or engineered one of your records, and that doesn't mean that he is honest in his so-called apology. Maybe she wants a remix. Maybe that's why she said it. Kelly Price wants a remix. I get it. Remix of what? What song? Does Kelly Price have a new record out? Yeah. So Sean Diddy Combs apologizing today. And maybe there's going to be more apologies. Yes, he apologized in public. They're saying no, that Kelly Price will have a new song out. All right, so we saw the video. Sean Diddy Combs physically assaulting Cassie in 2016 in this surveillance video that was obtained by CNN. Today, Sunday, 2 days later, Diddy has apologized. He issued an apology video. We've played it twice. It is on his Instagram, Diddy's Instagram, if you want to check it out. And he has apologized. He's talked about going to rehab and how he was in a dark place and all of that kind of stuff. The shadowy figures, right? It wasn't me. It was the drink that did. I mean, come on, whatever. That video that we saw was not the actions of somebody that just did this one time. He showed no remorse. There are multiple camera angles. All right, this didn't just take place in one room, multiple rooms. Why were you in a dark place? His apology was just long enough for Instagram. He made it just long enough to be shareable, right? So why didn't you tell people what put you in this so-called dark place? All right. When Instagram is saying he did the hook for more money, more problems. Right? Yeah, that's interesting. Businesses _1987 says, well, I guess apologies for business purposes, but it's too late now. Yes, that apology was absolutely for business purposes. You're absolutely right. It's definitely too late now. What business is going to want to do any type of association with Diddy? None. What artist is trying to sign a Bad Boy or Love Records, whatever he's calling it today? There may be some, but I don't recommend it. And what's ironic is that the assault controversies really hit when he did an album rollout of a good project. The project he released in the fall was a good project. And it had a run for a minute. And then the allegations came. And then the lawsuits came. And then everything crashed down. When Instagram is saying that he is sorry that he got exposed and believed the payment erases his previous behavior. But in reality, it doesn't work like that. Absolutely. That is absolutely what Diddy thought. He thought, and here's the bad part. For far too long, Diddy has misbehaved, manipulated people, abused people, and used his money to sweep it under the rug for far too long. How many times do you think he's been in a dark place and we didn't know about it because he paid somebody off? More things are going to surface. CNN got this video. There are other videos out there. And now that folks have seen or been reminded that they can get some money off this, we're probably going to see more videos. How's it going? I hope that we do. see more videos. I hope that folks continue to expose Sean Diddy Combs and others. He ain't the only one. And whoever else is out there behaving like Diddy, manipulating folks, abusing their power in whatever industry it is, but especially in the hip hop industry, because we got these young kids emulating this behavior, idolizing these people. And a lot of this is why you have a Diddy that's been continuously abusing folks. You have an R. Kelly that for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years has been abusing people. These people need to be exposed. Brother saying that, of course, none of the truth will be coming out. I think that more things are going to come out. I think that more things are going to come out. Folks need to rally around these victims like Cassie and support that lady. Support that lady. She has married and moved on, but clearly this is something that was still hanging over her. Something that was still hanging over her. Last fall, when the allegations came out, when her lawsuit came out, some people were saying, why she wait this long? Why this? Why that? You saw that beating. That was just one, because she was trying to leave. That wasn't the first time he beat her. She's probably signed some non-disclosure agreement, so she can't talk about it. But the video has done all the talking that needs to be done. Young Miami, Carisha, we waiting for you to come out and talk about what this man has done to you. Kim Porter can't speak on what allegedly happened. Misa, that's one of his kids' mothers. She was the one that was in the bathtub in the Biggie video. We're gonna let your friends get with my friends. We're gonna be friends. You saw her in the video sitting in the tub. What did Diddy do to you? Tell us. Pull up. Talk to the family. Let us know what's going on. And listen, the man's already over, right? But we need to put it all out there. There are other people too. Other rappers, other singers that have been accused of things over the years, and maybe they beat those charges. Okay, maybe they didn't do it. But we've seen the video for this guy. We've heard the whispers, and now we have seen it. He has come out. He's apologized. It was a whack apology. Did y'all think he was gonna cry like R. Kelly did? Wait for my life, man. He ain't do that, right? R. Kelly's more believable. The sit down interview was a bad idea, but it was already over at that point. Is Diddy going to try to sit down on somebody's couch? You going to try to sit on Oprah's couch? Oprah, you better not let Diddy on your couch. You better not let Diddy on your couch. She might. Now that she ain't doing the Weight Watchers thing no more, she got some free time. She might let Diddy on her couch. Yeah, I don't know. So Young Miami, make sure y'all watch Young Miami's stories and her Instagram, her social medias, because she might put something out there and take it back. You know, put a story out there, delete it, something like that. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time. The thing about this industry that I've seen, it happens in politics as well. They will build you up and they will tear you down. But if you give them the tools, who do you have to blame but yourself? So yes, seeing this kid from Harlem come up as a party promoter, as an intern, as an A&R, as a producer, as a label owner, as an executive, as an investor, a business person, seeing him come from those origins to the heights that he reached, to now see him tumble over the edge of the cliff and fall back down, it happens. But here's the thing. He and his actions are why we are at this point. His ego, his actions are why we are here. He has nobody to blame but himself. Do not feel sorry for Diddy. Feel bad for Cassie and the other victims. Feel bad for the kids. Not those boys if they are emulating his behavior. You can feel bad for the girls. And you feel bad for the boys if they're not emulating him. But I think that King Combs is emulating his father. At least the energy. He's trying. You got the wave spin. He looks like him. Looks a hell of a lot like him. We must not allow vultures and horrible people like this to be uplifted and celebrated. We must stop that. Let's not wait 30 years after to start bringing these things out. Why I say 30 years? Because Diddy's been on the scene since the early 90s. He really was, I think he was an intern like in 89. He was working with Father MC. That was like 89, something like that. So he's been around for a long time. A lot of this behavior, this ain't the first time that it's happened. A lot of behind the scenes stuff. And he probably apologized, paid somebody some money, different things like that. He thought that he was able to get away with this. He did not, has not anymore. He's been getting away with it for a long time. But finally the light has been shined. Finally. Freddie P from Making the Band says that he hates Diddy even more after seeing the Cassie attack leaked video from the CNN clip. A lot of things out there. A lot of folks that are going to continue to talk about the mounting allegations against Diddy. There are going to be a lot of folks talking. And some people saying they just was about money. People just talking trash. He has apologized for this behavior, so it is true. He admitted to it. But interestingly, Diddy's former bodyguard, Roger Bonds, says that Diddy must have been sorry for years and years because Cassie and Kim Porter are not the only victims. Says that they're not the only victims. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, says that Diddy planned to hook the Danity Kane members on drugs and pimp them out to his friends. This is the type of person that we're dealing with. And now that we've seen this video, now that we saw this 2016 assault video of Cassie, some of these accusations, like the ones I just read from Diddy's former bodyguards, they don't seem so far-fetched now. They don't seem so far-fetched. One of Diddy's former bodyguards alleged that Diddy was working for the FBI as a confidential informant. Now, we have not seen evidence of that yet, but some people say that the fact that he hasn't been charged is evidence because anybody else would have been charged. I don't know. We've heard talks of the infamous freak-offs. But are these bodyguards credible witnesses? We'll see. The body language that Diddy showed in his apology video, not convincing. Not convincing. Now, on the other hand, you have folks that may come out with accusations now that are not true because folks are willing to believe things because of this attack video. So Everything that's said doesn't necessarily mean it's true. We do need to look into these things. But a lot of people are going to be paying more attention now since this video has been released. This video that Diddy did not want out there. I'll tell you that. But the dark truth about P. Diddy is coming out. And we have seen a lot of different things. But when I look at that hotel footage, what I saw on there did not seem like an isolated incident. It did not seem like that. The actions, the body language of Justin Bieber in that video from years ago, the way that Usher talks about Diddy, there's something more here. There's something more here, and I think that more will be revealed. More disturbing information is going to be revealed about Sean P. Diddy Combs. Is he a groomer? It's another one of those buzzwords. I don't like to use that too often, but it definitely applies here. The infamous freak-offs. Are we going to hear more information about the freak-offs? Diddy says that he's truly sorry for physically assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie. He did not say her name, all right? I'm just putting that in there. He apologized for his actions and the fact that we saw it. Never once said Cassie's name. This is 2 days later. But he did admit to beating his ex-girlfriend. The legal troubles probably are going to continue. If someone has been the victim of an assault that is more recent than 2016, that's going to be interesting. Cleveland's baby girl says that I wish Justin would speak out. Did you know the feds have been after him since the early 2000s? I definitely know that police have been looking into Diddy for a long time. But here's the thing about somebody like Justin Bieber or Usher. They're worried about their brands. And so Justin Bieber speaking out now, he's worrying about how this is going to make him look. And sadly, this is the type of thought that has allowed Diddy's manipulative behavior, Diddy's abusive nature to fester. That's what it's been. It's been festering. The legacy of Diddy and Bad Boy has been affected. It's got a lot of tarnish on it. Let me say that. Let me say that. It has a lot of tarnish on it. Now, I'm sure that Diddy has tapes and different things. This is going to get very interesting. On Instagram, she's saying that she believes that Justin would actually receive more support. I definitely think he would receive support. I definitely think that he would receive support. But this reality that Diddy is some abusive gangster pimping and dealing drugs, I did not have that on my bingo card. Let me say that. Yeah, I thought he would steal a beat, steal credit from the hitman or his production team. I didn't think he was doing this kind of stuff. Yeah. A lot of this is a surprise to me. But Diddy took to social media today, posting an apology after this horrific video. I talked to my parents about it yesterday. My father said he couldn't even watch the video, because he has daughters, right? He got sisters. And he didn't even want to watch it. And a lot of people didn't want to watch it. I don't normally like to watch videos like this, but I did watch it. And it was very disturbing. It was very disturbing. I wish that we had other information to report But this is what it is. And we have to accept that we didn't, a lot of the stuff we didn't know. Now, there's some people that knew and covered up this behavior. But now that we have this information, if we continue to support him, let's go back to R. Kelly. We got information from R. Kelly's actions long time ago. We didn't have a video. Well, actually, we did have a video, but folks continue to support him for whatever reason. We have crystal clear, non-grainy video. It's not 4K, but it's clear enough for us to know that that's Diddy in the video. If we continue to support him, and then I guess the other question is to my DJ homies out there, what does support of Diddy look like? Does that mean we can't play the Mary J. Blige records? Does that mean we can't play the Biggie records? And if we do play them, does that mean that we are supporting Diddy? I don't know. I need to have a conversation with some of my DJ homies, right? Does that mean we not playing the Lil' Kim records? That means no Junior Mafia? And Diddy has done a lot of remixes with a lot of different people. So if we play those songs, does that mean that we are condoning this behavior? I don't know. We got some questions to answer. I got to think about this. And we'll come back to this maybe tomorrow. Because what does not supporting Diddy look like? Does that mean y'all not drinking Ciroc anymore? Now, I understand that he doesn't have the ownership that he used to have, but he don't work with a lot of artists he used to work with. So are we putting the Ciroc in the same category? So if you drink Ciroc, it's okay because he don't have a financial stake in it anymore. But if you play the Mary J. Blige song, that means you all support him. She ain't signing his label, right? It's an old record. So, I mean, we got a lot to work out and figure out. And over the next couple of days, months, we'll figure it out. But Diddy has apologized to us for assaulting Cassie, even though he didn't say her name. How sorry is he? He's a sorry sack of trash. That's what he is. Sorry sack of trash. We have been talking about the dark truth. The dark truth of P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. And something tells me that this is not over. There is going to be more. And we're going to be here for it. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show. Of course, onfire-tv.com. You need to book me, djdiamondk@gmail.com. You can support The Diamond K Show and On Fire TV via paypal.me/Radio on Fire. Of course, on Cash App, it is $ The Diamond K Show. You can become a member today on fire-tv.com/join and subscribe to us on youtube.com/DJ Diamond K. I will be back here tomorrow, 6 p.m. For more conversations. And definitely, if you got a thought on this, I would love to hear it. Diddy is over. Okay, Diddy is over. Can we still listen to the records that he produced? Mary J., Biggie, Lil' Kim, Junior Mafia. Forget the Diddy songs, right? But what about the Benjamins? We can't play the Benjamins no more? And if we play the Benjamins, are we condoning abuse? Oh, we got a lot of questions to ask. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Atlanta, the primary is Tuesday, May the 21st. So y'all get out and vote in Georgia this Tuesday. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.